Let's go!
His physical limitations are holding this offense back.
Should the Falcons bench Kirk Cousins? I mean, as a Saints fan, it is kind of fun to see this team burning down. But I will do a fair breakdown, and at the end, I'll give you my thoughts on if Penix should be the guy. In his defense on this play, there is some pressure, and he is touched on his head, but you'll see that he does have a pocket to step up into or climb to make this throw. But even then, Kirk has always had enough juice to get this football in anyway. Now, you can see his base is stepped on right here, and that's the reason why this throw wasn't completed. But, I mean, him and Darnell Mooney have been straight cash. And, well, okay, this next play is one that the Falcons had been dominating teams with, right? Outside zone, play action, a little flood concept. He's running to the flat. Drake London is running, a deep out, and there's a vertical. And your goal is for this vertical to help clear out space for London right here. And as you can see, it's a really good pocket. And you can see Kirk hesitate right here. This play had been schemed open quite a bit. He hesies, and he still throws it anyway with the guy right here and another DB just sitting and waiting for this, right? Normally, you're not throwing the vertical. The vertical is actually the right option here, but this deep third defender read that Kirk was going here, and he makes the easy interception. So Kirk right there predetermining where the DB was, and he throws another pick. Okay, so I don't think that was necessarily a physical limitation, but just a bad old school Kirk Cousins decision. Now we get to hear another solid pocket for old Kirk Cousins. This ball right here has got to be completed. This is a physical limitation throw, right? You take a look once again. Pocket is solid here. And the thing is, the Chargers did a lot of just typical four-man rushes. This time you got chips from your tight end and your running back. So, yes, this is a good enough pocket. Kirk, perfect base, all that stuff. This ball just dies. I mean, take a look at how labored of a release this looked like, okay? You could see it's just not the same. This ball has no gusto on it at all. And it is a skipper. All right, so right before this and that missed throw cost the Falcons a potential field goal. And obviously, Koo had been inconsistent, but still, that was right before halftime. Now let's get to this next interception. First thing, if you go to our Caleb Williams film study, this had been a big problem for the Bears offense. I never liked snapping the football with 1 second left to go on the play clock. All right? It just seems right here that the timing of this play is just kind of weird. And then on this 4th and 5, a whip kind of route or one that has like extra jukes and all of that, I don't like it as much versus zone coverage, okay? It looks like this is a stop, some kind of stop and go. I really don't know. This is more a miscommunication. This interception looks really bad, but it's 4th and 5. You absolutely have to have it. Would you prefer a check down here to Bijan? Sure. Would you prefer Kirk to step up into this pocket and see potentially if there is a scramble opportunity? Sure. But instead, you just throw the football right into the chest of the receiver. And a downside of Kirk Cousins as your quarterback is when he throws one of these picks, he himself is not fast or athletic enough to catch a DB on a pick six opportunity. And, you essentially throw the game away here. I mean, the Chargers weren't playing amazing football themselves. Man, we get to hear, and I honestly just don't know what Kirk is looking at here. You have a really good pocket. He's trying to top shelf this ball to Drake London. DB is all over him. There's a guy right here, and man, should Drake London be jumping and catching this? I don't know, but I mean, I really do think unless you absolutely needed to have this one, I just don't know if I'm ever throwing this. Okay, man, that would have been the tightest of tight window. He did get it over this DB, so maybe a Drake London is timing this perfect. He's catching that, but Okay, so 3rd and goal, you get a pre-snap motion right here, and man, I just don't know. Like, I prefer you throw this than the ball he actually decides to throw here. The first thing here is, and I've seen this watching other teams, if you don't have a QB scramble game in the red zone, it really hurts you, right? I want you to see when this ball is actually thrown. He did have a few rush lanes here to potentially run through, but obviously he can't run. But when you don't have QB run game, look at all these white jerseys just sitting in the end zone, right? It's a problem. It is a big, big, big problem. And there's just nowhere to throw this football. Absolutely, positively nowhere. 3rd and goal, kind of a weird situation here because you're still in this quasi, we can kick a field goal and then play good defense mode. Or what I would be telling my quarterback is, hey, if you step up here, once again, the Chargers had been typical 4-man rush, not fearing that Kirk is ever going to run because, look, they're all run behind him. So in this spot, you just have to tuck and go. You really, really, really do. All right, you have to tuck and go and set up you're probably not scoring, but setting up a better 4th down opportunity. But in this situation, even a flip here to Bijan is a better option than throwing a floater right here with all these white jerseys sitting in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 2. And Kyle Pitts isn't doing anything. And it's an easy INT. It's just hideous. What are you doing? Drake London's probably wondering the same thing. Let's break down this 4th and 12. You absolutely positively have to have it. 17-13, 47 seconds left to go. I honestly don't mind this interception other than I just prefer you just run. Like, literally, but of course he has no run. Look at this. They're giving you QB run game here, but you do have to throw it past the sticks here. You don't absolutely positively have to do it, but still, Derwin James just all over it. So I'm going to give you the end zone angle of this play as well. Once again, you get chips from your tight end and running back, and you'll see that Derwin James is just sitting at the sticks waiting for Drake London's movement, looking at the QB, and he's just all over it. And it doesn't help that Drake London slips, and it's an easy interception by Derwin James to seal it.
I will criticize that decision infinitely more if they don't give Penix a shot this season if this continues.
So, is it Michael Penix time? It's weird because when you look at this box score, no real explosiveness outside of that crazy run after the catch from Ray McLeod. The first thing I would do if I were the Falcons, I'm just so sick and tired of seeing Kyle Pitts do something nonchalant every single game. Gave up on that route very clearly. But all that aside, when I was hearing about Kirk Cousins just failing, I was like, okay, this tape is going to be absolutely bad. And look, I just showed you the bad plays today. But there was still a lot of good, right? There was still some Kirk Cousins playing on time. And essentially, every one of these plays, the Chargers kept doing the same thing over and over. Rush 4, drop back into coverage. They didn't do really anything exotic on the front end. Now, some things on the back end, sure. But I think Kirk deserves to keep his job. Yes, the Falcons 0-3 here. And as a Saints fan, it is kind of fun to see. But overall, he should keep it until it just gets worse. So let me know if you guys think Penix should be the guy. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! And tonight we are doing taco soup.